Hello there, and welcome to Girl Boss and Bourbon, where I, your host Brent Schaup, review Girl Boss episodes whilst drinking some bourbon. Let's get started. So before we get started with today's episode, I do have a quick asterisk for 2 episodes ago. Episode 7, long ass pants. I said that we would get into what the long ass pants were, but I never did. So in case you didn't catch the episode, the long pants were referring to, it was a piece of clothing that the Remembrances eBay store, so she bought some, so Sophia bought some pants from them, cut down the pants to make them shorts, and even flipped it for an even higher price. So that was all the animosity with that. But never mind about that. That was episode 7. We are in episode 9, which is titled Mother Effing Bar Graphs. Let's get into it. So Sophia's apartment is way too small for the business that she's running. We find this out because she has all this stuff laying around. She has food out, but I mean, I don't think that would really change her lifestyle. But so what she really needs is a extra office space. But she finds out that her apartment is not good enough for a business location, because I forget even what started everything off, but she knocks one thing off her shelf, and like I believe it's Rube Goldberg machine, just like one thing to another, to another, to another, to another, hits something that tilts something against a wine glass over over a blouse that she's selling, and her phone vibrates, and then of course the wine glass falls, and it's a big deal. So that was her little hint of like, I need to get an office space. So she goes towards some office spaces, finds one. She's like, this will work great. This is huge, big windows, like it. I'll take it. I have the cash because my business has been doing so great. I'll pay right now. But she finds out that she has to get a co-signer. Go-to co-signer for her would be her dad. But, with Sophia's and her dad's relationship being kind of rocky, she doesn't want to do that. But luckily she has her friend Dax, who is in business school right now, and super proud that he's in business school and knows a lot of stuff. He gives her another piece of good advice of, hey, you should just make some bar graphs to like convince him that your business is doing well. So they look at her business, make the bar graphs, and she's like all set to go. She decides to bring Shane as kind of the buffer, but also side note, this is Shane's first time meeting her dad, so kind of big deal for him there. So they're eating dinner, and Sophia's just like, hey dad, I need a co-signer. Here's my company. My company's gonna be doing great. I just need someone to co-sign for this office space. Where Sophia gets surprised and her dad says, yeah, I'll co-sign. Like, that sounds great. They go to the office where they're working out all the details. And her dad and the landlord of the office space, they're already talking. And then Sophia comes to the realization that her dad wants to be the main person on the lease, not Sophia, because he feels like it's too risky. So Sophia, not wanting to be held down by anyone, was like, nope. There's a big nope on getting this office space. I'll just figure it out myself. So while taking some photo shoots right after this, she's not so happy with her dad. They're taking a photo shoot out by this like warehouse area. She ends up, out of her anger, just like kicking in part of this door to this warehouse. But then she wanders in, and with the help of Annie's visualization, they say, hey, this warehouse looks dirty, looks gross, it's on up here. But the potential is limitless. And you know, next thing, the owner's right there, just finds them there because they were pretty much breaking and entering. But right there on the spot, they do one of those spit handshakes, and that's their agreement to rent without, you know, discussing any rent fees or prices or anything. But whatever she has to pay, she has a warehouse now for her nasty gal business. And that's the whole episode. So no longer working out in the apartment, but now she got a warehouse. And you know, in my mind, I feel pretty partial to the dad here. He's still helping out in some way. They were gonna do the details of the thing. They were gonna do just a trial lease period, and so I think that if things went well for like 6 months, that she would be able to get her name. But Sophia, being Sophia, was like, if it's not everything in the beginning, nothing at all. So that's that. But I mean, my opinion, it'd been better for her to get that nicer office space and yeah, just, you know, work it out when that term ends. But yeah, maybe that's not the point of the story. So that is episode 9 of Mother Effing Bar Graphs. They worked, but at the same time, they didn't work. We'll see what happens with all the loose ends that we have going on here. We'll catch you next time on Girl Boss and Bourbon.